Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for joining me. It's massively appreciated. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything I do, like my return. I've been off for a few weeks. It's been Christmas and New Year, and I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year. But I've got two little boys, 6 and 3, and I just felt like I needed to take time off, not be buried in a laptop playing Football Manager, not making videos. Just spending some time being present for my sons and my wife, and I've had a great time, but I've missed YouTube and I cannot wait to get started again and get stuck into this series, which I have mentioned on other series that I wanted to do, Curzon Ashton, and here we are. And I genuinely believe this could be one of my toughest ever challenges. I love a low level England save, and I've been at this level before with Scunthorpe and with Stockport many moons ago. Difference is those clubs are really Football League clubs with bigger fan bases. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be a proper challenge, but I can't wait to get started. And we'll see how far I can take them. With series like this, I never say I'm going to do so many episodes. I just go with the flow. We see how it grows. We see how you guys react to it. But I'm very excited for it because it's a local team of mine. And if you've missed it, I've actually made a match day vlog. So me and my friend Jamie went to watch a game against Farsley Celtic at the Tameside Stadium. Check it out. The video should have come out just before this one. So hopefully you enjoy that, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this series. I don't know if I am, because it's going to be a battle. A true battle. So let's get into it. And we'll start here on the main page for Curzon Ashton, a team that's about 4 miles away from my house. Ashton is a town next to my town. They've got two football teams. I did a video with the other team, Ashton United, last year. You may or may not have seen it, where Haaland went there. Ashton United were the team that jokingly put in a cheeky loan offer for Haaland while he wasn't at the World Cup. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but that video was fun to make. But now we jump into the other side of Ashton Underline to take over Curzon Ashton. Now, I remember when I started YouTube many years ago, and so I got talking to another creator, and they realised where I was from, and that Curzon Ashton was close, and they said, "Oh, I tried Curzon once. It's impossible to grow this club and take them on." So I want to take on that challenge, and I want to make it harder for myself, as in my manager stats and everything, and this level. It's a great level, but can we do it? I don't know. Anyway, here we are. They're nicknamed the Nash. I played this entire season and then went to the game and totally forgot to even look at the nickname. I was that engrossed because I haven't played Football Manager for a couple of weeks. I didn't even look at the nickname. They were founded in 1963. They're semi-professional. They play at the Tameside Stadium with a capacity of 4,000. I could probably see them fitting that in. They don't get that though, I don't think. With many icons and legends, including, as always, I've mentioned this a million times, one of my best friends, Sean's little brother Sam. If you watch the matchday vlog, I zoom in to the Legends room, you'll see Sam on the wall. I think he played for him last year. He's now retired. I think he's an assistant manager somewhere. At Kings Lynn under 18s. Well done. I mean, he's still a player. So he's still putting in a shift. But you can see right there he was playing back at Curzon after a great career at that level. I can't believe he actually played for Farsley, who have the old logo on here. They've got a brand new logo and it is sweet. But anyway, enough about Farsley. It's all about Curzon. Onto the general page, you can see they've been in the Vanarama North for quite some time now, quite a few years, and this is the highest they've ever been, and this is probably their level. And you can see with the facilities, it's a great little community stadium. It's not old, it's new. They used to play a bit further down the road in an older stadium because my dad was a PE teacher, and I remember one year he had a very good football team at his school and got to the school finals at that stadium, and I remember it as a kid. But they've got a great little stadium. Are we going to grow it? Are we going to get any investment? I don't know, because money is going to be mega tight. But that ticket price is right. It was 15 quid, right, for an adult. But what I loved is if you're paying adult, I've got two young sons. I think if you're under 16, as long as I pay my full adult price, boys could have gone in free. That's quality. So of course they play at the Tameside Stadium. I do think the council built it. I think it's a community stadium. So they're paying £5,000 a year in rent. They've got a decent training pitch. I mean, there's an overview picture I found where it's not that good, but that training pitch looks fantastic, and that's where my friend Jamie's dad plays. I didn't know this. I knew he played walking football. I didn't know it was for Curzon. I think he plays on that training pitch, but it's fantastic facility really for the club we are. But yeah, top corporate facilities. To be fair, they're decent. They're small, But I've been to a wedding there as well, and it's really nice in there. Average training, below average youth, but it's something to do in it, it's something to grow, it's something to challenge myself with. We're actually affiliated with Oldham. They're a fantastic club, they're a great series of Oldham, a lot of links myself to Oldham Athletic. Well, they're in the National League now, aren't they? I can't believe Oldham Athletic are non-league, a founding father of the Premier League. And the trophy cabinet is bare. Hopefully we can fill this over the course of this series. They've got an Evo Stick League Division 1 North title. I can't wait for this. Here's the start of the game, and this is me. Now, a lot of the time, I'll have decent attributes. Most of the time, I get them around the level of the club I'm at. This time, I've really gone for it. I'm turd. I want to make it as hard as possible. I'm very bad. But I will say this, just in case I forget, they do let me do 2 coaching badges, even though we've got no money over the course of the season. So, fair play to Curzon, because I need to get better. Let's just get to them finances. And this is where it's going to be a struggle, because there's not a lot in the bank. They're not going to get massive gates, so we'll see. It's all going to be about, hopefully, just being lucky, finding players on a free, get a couple of good loans maybe, and hopefully getting out of the league. And if you can keep getting out of the league, you can grow. I don't know how much, but we'll see. But I've got no transfer budget, nothing really in the wages, but I do try and make a few moves. Let's look at the club's vision, work within the wage budget, grow the club's rep. Hopefully I can finish mid-table. Now, they are actually doing quite well in the league. They were 5th, I think. They're now 7th after that draw with Farsley. But it's fantastic for this club, to be fair. They just want to be competitive. I mean, I don't think there'll be any real pressure, but I'll put pressure on myself. So Scunthorpe are still in this league, and I had a great time doing my Scunthorpe series. That was one of them where I just thought, I can't believe Scunny are in the League North. And I did a series, and it just grew and grew and grew. Will this be the same? I don't know. We'll go with the flow. But we're not fancied at all. 19th. Wow. My staff, no offence to the guys, but they're not the greatest. But I can't really do much to this either. I was pretty much going to leave it and just see what I can do. Money's so tight. I've just got to be clever this first season. If I could get a player or 2, I'll be happy. And then just try and do my best. And this is a squad I'm starting with. We've got 3 players out of contract. I can't even scroll down because that is it. There's no one in the youth team. That's it. That was it, right? Where's the guy I mentioned in the match day vlog? He's class. 24-year-old Stefan Mols. Apparently used to be at Blackburn, so Mehmet Greeno might have heard of him. He's a young Spanish lad. Great player. Won't sign at the end of the year. Annoys me. And when you lose a good player at this level and you haven't got a lot of money, you panic a bit because you think, how am I going to replace him? Tactically, I have 2, don't I? And these have served me well in different nations, different leagues and different levels. So I was just going to go with the flow. Was I going to stick with it? Maybe not. We'll see later. But I was going to try and do this for now. There's some good players. There's some decent players. They're all right. They're all right. Let's have a quick look at some of them. Cameron Mason. He's mint, by the way. When the ball was down the other end of the pitch, he's just like having a chat with fans. Like, they're all like, "How are you doing? You all right? Can you keep a clean sheet today?" It's like, "Better lad, I need extra bonus money." He's just having random chats with fans. He just felt so real being there. It's such a good level, and yeah, there wasn't a lot of people at the game, but I really enjoyed it, and he seemed really cool. And he's a good keeper. He pulls off an absolute cracking save at the end of that game. But just quickly show you some of these lads. I'm not going to go for the entire squad because you know the level, and that's the thing at this level on this game. It's fine margins. I mean, a lot of the players are the same. You just got to be lucky with them. Just got to fit your tactics sometimes. You just got to look for certain key attributes you're never going to get. Wildies, of course, you're not. Adam Barton. So we've got Isaac Sinclair. You can see what I mean. Obviously you've seen Stefan. Up top, we've got Jimmy Spencer. We've got a few. I mean, he looks good, him, doesn't he, to be fair, Jimmy? Miles. But yeah, it's fine margins and luck, I think. So pre-season is over at this point. The season's about to start, and I was going for this. I thought, I've got some players. Let's go attack. Let's go for it. Let's try and win games. A pre-season wasn't bad. I left it how it was naturally. First game was bonkers, but I won my next 3. Not against the biggest clubs, like going into the league against Darlington away. Now it's the 7th of September, the day before my birthday, and the reason we're here is because after the first 6 games, I hadn't won one. I tried both tactics at different times. It just really wasn't working. Now, it has worked at this level for me before, but it just was not. working, you can see we're 21st, drawn 3, lost 3. Yeah, as you can see, it wasn't going too well, to be fair. And I tried different ones, it just wasn't happening. So I thought, let's get back to basics and copy a good friend of mine, Limo, and possibly England's greatest ever manager. I was going to stop using my 2 tactics and use 4-4-2. Yep, I was going to go 4-4-2. Now, they don't even play 4-4-2, I don't think. They kind of changed the system around a bit in the game I watched, but this is my friend Limo's, basically. He loves a 4-4-2, and I used to many, many years ago, but I haven't used one for years. Now, this might be a bit complex for him as well. But I thought, if I try this out, because I'm not really a tactics guy, let's go for 4-4-2, use Limo's, and then see. And then basically, what I was going to do is probably strip it back and maybe make my own basic, because I've done that in the past at this kind of level where just keep the tactic really simple, really basic. This isn't, but that's kind of where I'm going to go, I think, eventually. But would it help me? Well, by the 1st of January, yeah. I mean, there was a definite improvement with 12. Now, the club only want me to be mid-table. I definitely didn't want to get relegated, be in deep trouble then, wouldn't I? But obviously, I feel like this added pressure because of how well they're doing in real life. What, they're like 5th, 6th, 7th. They're around that area in the league. But it was better. I mean, it gave me an instant win, and then we won again, beating Warrington and Peterborough Sports 3-0, 2-0. Was buzzing. Straight out the FA Cup though. I was gutted with that. And you know, it's been a bit sketchy. Look at the state of that against Brackley. Madness. Lost again, but we've been picking up points, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to stick with this for now, and then maybe adjust it a bit at the end of the season, because it was doing a job. But maybe if I strip it back a bit, make it a bit more basic, maybe that'll work. We'll see. I'm going to do some testing over the summer in the friendlies next year. But we're improving. Straight out the FA Trophy as well. So it's just about the league now. Just got to try and do as well as I can. Maybe try and sneak into the playoffs. Money has improved a little bit. Obviously, the wages have gone up because I did bring some players in. Now, I did bring 5 players in. One of them was for about a week. But I've got Finlay Bell from Forest Green. Right? Then I loaned Mason Wilson, but they took him back after a week or 2. And now he's available on a free, but forget that. Sam Bentley, a defender, on loan from Bradford. Edwin Essel on loan, little striker, maybe cover out wide as well. And then Ethan Witchell from Chippenham on loan. So there's not a lot you can do. I ain't got really much room in the wiggle room in the wages, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I like it though. I love battling, I love scrapping, I love a challenge. So who's doing it for me? Well, of course, Stefan Mols, the lad I was pointing at, the young Spaniard. He is a cracking player. He was fantastic for me, but he's only signed a 1-year deal, and he's still here at the club now, but he won't re-sign. I wish I could do it because he was being so good for me, and he's going to be hard to replace, but it is what it is. Lone Boy wants to play a bit more. He's been decent, but he's a sub guy. But yeah, I mean, we don't really know. You don't really know who these guys are. I mean, I watched a few of them yesterday, and some of them are good. Do you know what I mean? There was some good football played. It was good. It was 0-0. Great game, really. I mean, he's good, isn't he, Jimmy? Whoever you are, Jimmy, you're a decent player, mate. I think you are. I mean, he scored 10 in 27, but attribute-wise for this level, he looks really, really good. Let's check contracts on. Yeah, so you can see they all expire at the end of the year. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Stefan Mols is part-time. Wow. Most of them are part-time. Look at the wages they're on. I earn £600 a week as a bus driver. It's crazy. Most of these guys will have jobs as well, won't they? But we'll see. I think no one's really coming in for all of them. Stefan Mols goes, though, because he's had a fantastic season. But it's going to be pen and a pad job in it and see what I could do. Do I let him go? I've done this before in Scotland and so on, where you just let them go and hit that free market because there's so many players all the same level and same. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I can kind of hopefully keep putting teams together, but I enjoy that. It's a challenge. You can go either way, but I don't know. I have no idea, and I've not really been able to scout because I haven't really got a scouting team. I've not been scouting, so it's going to be a challenge, but one I'm ready to take on. Now we jump forward to the 13th of April and really youth intake, and of course it looks absolutely fantastic when you look at the stars, but you know, it is what it is. But it's just nice now. We've got some players coming through, flesh the squad out a bit, give me a few options maybe, and some of these guys, I mean, because there's not a lot of difference, and all only kids. I don't know if they can play actually when they're 16, but I'm basically gonna hopefully give some of them a chance, and I'm gonna have to. This isn't Scunthorpe or Stockport when I did it in the Vanarama North. This is Curzon Ashton, so I really maybe will have to use some of these boys next year. Now in the league, we are 11th. We ain't getting to the playoffs. Episode 2, we're going to be in the Vanarama League North again. This is going to be a challenge, and I'm hoping this is something some of you kind of want from me. I mean, I try and have fun with my series. I try and do unique stories, like Uni SG was great, and I've done Scunthorpe and so on, like in the past. I've done bigger clubs and so on. But I really wanted to test myself. I have really low managerial attributes and be at a club that shouldn't really grow, and see if I can do it, really test myself. So this could be a real battle that hopefully we're in together, so don't go missing. Yeah, it's got a bit sketchy towards the end. A few injuries, fatigue, the usual. I ain't got a lot of depth in the squad, and we have struggled, and I do think over the summer I think I will stick. I'm either going to stick with the 4-4-2 or one of my formations, but strip it. Just try and make it a bit more basic, make it myself and see how it goes. I mean, I've not done that for a while. It's about time I got my act together and tried, because I just think that might help us. We did draw with Scunny though. Fell in love with Scunthorpe with my series, but it's been pretty bad recently. So we're going to see what happens, and we're going to have a live com, second to last game of the season, mainly because it's at home. Let's go to the Tameside Stadium. Now, as you've noticed, everyone's contract runs out at the end of the season. I still haven't offered anyone new ones yet. I'm waiting. I'm going to really think about this. If they go, they go. But as you can see, Stefan Moles will be leaving, going to join Talavera. Finances though, they've grown, haven't they? I think we had 18 grand. Last time we looked, it was 29, I think. Now it's 44. So the club's okay. I mean, obviously it costs a lot to run, but they don't bring a lot in. But that's a positive sign. And while I'm here, I just want to thank, I don't know if they'll watch this, the social media guys at Curzon Ashton, who I did meet actually in the stand. I went and had a chat with him, who's been really helpful, give me a bit of information, and obviously let me film some of the match and that, although I couldn't get any goals, I was gutted. Well wanted him to score a goal and get it on camera, but if you are watching, mate, thanks for all the help. And I'm also gutted I couldn't get a kit. I got a scarf, but I was going to buy a shirt or a training top or something, but all the double XLs had gone, and they only buy a certain amount, and then that's it. Just devastated. I wanted the away kit, I'll be honest with you. So welcome to the Tameside Stadium in Ashton-under-Lyne. Here's the team I've picked. Hopefully the boys can do the job today against Gloucester City, who, you know, 17th, lost the last 2 games. You never know with this though, you never know at this level. And we kick off, so hopefully you watched the match day vlog and enjoyed it. It's something me and Jamie have kind of wanted to do for a while. I didn't mention it in the vlog. We talked about it just before COVID hit, because we've got so many fantastic clubs like this on our doorstep, like Curzon, Ashton United, Hyde United, Glossop, you've got the Salfords, FC Manchester, FC United of Manchester, Oldham, Rochdale, teams like this. They were now all non-league, I think, apart from Salford. But I just think it'd be a great little series where me and Jay go out. If you enjoyed that and you're interested, it's something we want to do and I might do, so let me know. But hopefully you'll stick with this. It's not a big glamorous series. You know, I'm not going to have this massive fan base that are going to be looking for a Curzon Ashton series. But if you're a fan of me, hopefully, you'll enjoy it, because it could be a right challenge. But I honestly cannot wait to get my teeth stuck into it. And let's wait for this corner to be taken. Come on, boys. Oh, no, they're putting the pressure on. What was that? Offside? Yeah, I've got 12 days off. I've had a couple off already. I'm not back. Like a week and a half to work, so I'm just going to be at it. Kids are at school again, so daddy duties are on, being shelved for a bit, so I will be hammering this, getting out episode after episode, I promise you, maybe every couple of days, because I will just get through it. I know I will, because I've just got loads of time on my hands and out to do, so I can't wait. So this, for at least the first week or so, I might get 3 or 4 out, we'll see. Oh, Jimmy Spencer, 1-0 Curzon, come on the Nash. But I'm really happy I went to the game. I got a feel for the club and the atmosphere, and even though it's, you know, they've not got a huge fan base, everyone was really friendly. There was no bad atmosphere. It was, you know, fans were mingling. Like the away fans, how they just switch ends. How cool's that? They can just sit behind the goal and try and cheer your team into the goal. That's what they did. They were like just swapping sides, and it was a bit mixed up. And Sinclair to get in. Jimmy Spencer, my man. Oh no. What was mad though, right? There was a moment where there was a clash of players, and the Faster player went down like he'd been shot, right? and he got the free kick, and there's 1-1. Yestin Shakespeare, what's her name? And I'd filmed it, right? And they've won the free kick, and he shouldn't have got it. He was blagging, and I'm like, I've got it here. It's like, VAR, check my phone. But no one's listening to me. Right, come on, the Nash, come on. Demanded a bit more. I think he did, or did he encourage? I can't remember. But we're approaching the end of the first half. It is 1-1. It is pretty equal, to be fair. I've just got to find some gems, man. So it is half time, and it is 1-1. At least this game is giving us some goals. Can it give us some more for Curzon? Hopefully. Well, I've made no changes. But yeah, I was surprised some of the play was fantastic. It was just good score. It's like when they got to the final third, both teams really. I mean, to be fair, Farsley at the post and the crossbar in that game, and Curzon had a couple of chances. They're just lacking something there, and maybe in the middle. But I'm excited. I got my pad ready as always. As soon as this is made and edited, I can get to play in the next season, and I will be for the rest of the day. I can't, honestly. I think sometimes you need a break, and I play so much Football Manager. Is Alan, come on, what's happening? Nothing. I play so much, don't I? I play my seasons, I don't simulate. So, you know, I put a lot of time into the game, playing it, and then a lot of time into the filming and the editing, and it does take up a lot of time. So sometimes just to have that break, especially at Christmas, just gets you fresh, doesn't it? Like re-energised and excited, especially for something like this, which could be really challenging. You know, I've not got millions to spend, I've got peanuts and fresh air, really. But yeah, thank you for coming back. Whenever you have a week or two off, you lose subscribers. People are like, oh right, I lost quite a few, to be fair. We're having a bit of a break. And people will forget you exist if you have a week or two off, if you don't constantly pump out videos. So you guys that are hardcore, honestly, I always appreciate you for supporting me. Because I'm at that age now, and I'm at that stage in my YouTube career. 7-8 years I've done it. I'm not chasing subs. I'm not chasing views. I'm not chasing anything. I'm just making content I enjoy, I have fun with, and if you have fun with me too, that's great. But we'll see. We'll see. So, oh, come on. But you know, hopefully a few of you watch it. Hopefully we can shine a light on Curzon. Some of you maybe never heard of him, but it's a great club. Like, you know, it's the team that's got the bloody hell. The Trinity statue outside, I showed it in the vlog. I've talked about it a million times in other videos. Great little bit of history, not just for the club, not that the players ever played for Curzon, but for the area, to have 3 people, local people, Sir Jeff Hurst and that, who've won World Cups. I think that's fantastic. That statue is a cracking thing, you know, to be fair. But I was talking to another friend of mine, Chris, who went to a game, and he did the VIP experience, so he sat in that dead nice room, because it's lovely up there, in the main stand. I think it was only like 30 quid. And you got a meal, and you got TVs in there. So I said to Jay, my mate, who came with me on the vlog, we'll have to do that, you know. We'll have to come back and see, especially if the series gets decent views and we keep it going. Right, here's Alan. Can he kill this game? Nope. Hopefully, though, we can hang on. I've always liked it more when I win my first live com of a series. It'll be great just to pick up 3 points, won't it? You know, we're not getting in them playoffs, but we're not in the relegation zone. I think it's a solid, decent first season. I do. I know they're doing better in real life, but you know, oh, bloody hell. Right, come on, boys, kill this game. Here's Sinclair now on the right-hand side for Curzon Ashton, the Nash. And that game was on TV. I don't know how much the Vanamama do that. I don't know if they do every game. Let me know if you know. Did they select certain games? But the proper TV crew up there. Ooh, woodwork. And I know that you could have watched the game online for 9 quid. Which is cool, really, isn't it? A bit of exposure for this level's fantastic. But we were stood under it at one point, and Jamie's like effing and jeffing, swearing. I'm like, they can't hear that, can they? They couldn't. I've watched the highlights on YouTube for Curzon. But yeah, fantastic, really. They can get it on TV in some kind of way, in some kind of format, you know. But hopefully here, we might do the business here and get 3 points. I'll play the next game off camera. But I'm happy with this. If we can hold on, we'll see. I've brought Moles off. Oh, no. But I'll say one thing with Mason, I noticed he's very good on the ball, controlling it and passing it out. He's like a real modern day keeper. He's a good keeper, to be fair. In real life, from what I saw, I thought he looked really good. Very vocal. Pull off some good saves. Right, here's Alan. Come on, lad. Oof. What I probably do need, though, is to try and get a good affiliate and get some freebies. Oh, I'll see. Anything can happen, Kai. But anyway, we're starting the series off with a winning live com. 2-1. Come on, boys. So Blythe have just been crowned champions. We're 11th. That's probably pretty safe-ish. we could drop a little bit. Hopefully we can go out on a high, win another game, and start planning for next season. Well, there you go. Last game of the season. What way to go out with another victory, but to be fair, we got absolutely battered. We just finished our chances. Decent in the first half, then they came out in the second half and was steamrolling. I'm thinking, here we go. But then we banged 2 more goals in, even though they were on us. So great performance and great way to end it. And we do finish in 11th. And like I said, I've got to reassess this squad. Definitely want to keep Mason, that goalkeeper. I've seen him in real life and on the game. I need to give him a new contract, but got a lot of work to do. Jump forward to the 1st of May, and they've just let me start my new coaching course. This is the 3rd of the season. They're paying for it as well, so I can't knock this club at the minute because I hate this part of the game. So as soon as I can get through all this, hopefully it'll benefit not just me, but most importantly the club. I've also dished out some contracts to my favourite players that were good. Now some of them didn't want any more in wages. It's been fantastic. It was a couple of the other ones who wanted like £600-700 a week, so there's going to be massive changes here next season. Good or bad, I've no idea yet. And Scarborough won the playoff final, beating Chester. They're going to go up with Blythe. Hopefully we can be in that next year. I'd love a playoff battle. How much fun would that be? So there we go. That's the end of episode 1, season 1. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything to do. And hopefully you won't miss any more of this series. You won't go missing. You're going to come back. This ain't a big glamorous series with a big glamorous club or even a fancy club in Europe. This is going to be a true hard-fought battle, and hopefully that's something that's going to interest you and keep you coming back, because we could have a lot of fun with this. A proper, true challenge, in my opinion. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. I really want to know. And hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. You haven't seen that, go and check it out. Hopefully I might put a link up there actually. I might be a bit fancy, but genuinely thank you for taking the time out of your busy life to sit here with me. I really do appreciate it, you know I do. So come on the Nash. Can we do this? We're going to find out, and I cannot wait to get stuck into season 2. So thank you as always. You stay happy, you stay safe. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.